So the young boy, he took a music early in life, okay? And when at the age of 3, when his mother took him to a maternal uncle's, maternal, like paternal, right? It's for mothers, from the mother's side, okay? Uncle's house in Banaras, now Varanasi, is called Varanasi. So his mother took Bismillah Khan when he was young boy to his uncle, okay? From mother's side. He was so fascinated, so interested, okay? So watching his uncles practicing the Shanai, so when he saw his uncle practicing the Shanai, he was so interested, okay? And was so attractive, attracted, okay, to look at that, his uncle playing the Shanai, okay? Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle. After that, Bismillah, okay, started accompanying, okay, giving company with his uncle. His uncle name was Ali Bugs, to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Bugs was employed to play the Shanai. So his uncle was employed work in a temple, where Vishnu temple Banaras, okay, to play the Shanai, okay. Ali Bugs would play the Shanai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours to end. To end means on a very long time without stopping, okay. Captivated means fascinated and captivated, same meaning, okay. So interested, okay, or attractive, okay. So he will simply listen, okay, when his uncle played the Shanai for a long time without stopping, okay. He started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day, see. And he started to learn the instrument, okay, and would sit there practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts, where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shanai. Alright students, if you want, you may start writing the words meaning. Solitude, okay. Solitude means to be alone, like solitary, okay. And here, what else? Apprentice means trainee, not a trainer, but trainee. Or you can say new students, okay, who is still in the process of training. It's known as apprentice, okay. What else? Haunts, Haunts. Haunts means visit frequently, okay, or yeah, frequent place to visit, okay. So for years, so many years, okay, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of Ganga become the young apprentice, okay, trainee's favorite place to visit, where he could practice in solitary, okay. He could practice Shanai alone, to be all alone, okay, without any disturbance, okay. So that was their favorite place. And the flowing of Ganga's water inspired him, okay, to improvise and invent ragas. Ragas is a kind of musical notes, I think. Musical notes, yeah, ragas. They were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shanai. So here, improvise and invent is the same meaning. But when I say improvise, it's to do a thing in a different way, okay, or in a better way. So this flowing of waters, Ganga inspired him to do a better way and invent ragas, new musical notes that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of Shanai, okay. It was considered earlier, before, beyond the range of Shanai. Now next, at the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied, you know the meaning of accompanied? To go together, accompanied, to go together, okay, or be together, see. So when he was 14 years old, Bismillah went out together, okay, his uncle, where? To Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of the recital, after finishing playing that Shanai, okay, Ustad Fayez Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." When Bismillah Khan finished playing, okay, that Shanai, Ustad Fayez Khan, they're all Muslim name, right? They're all Muslim, okay. Patted means just touch with hand, right? The young boy's back and said, "Oh, young boy, work hard and you shall make one day. You shall make it one day. You will success one day." So with the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. Bismillah becomes very famous with the opening of All India Radio in 1938 in Lucknow. Okay, he soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio, so he started playing his Shehnai on radio and it becomes very popular. Okay, often heard. People often heard his song or his, the music of Shehnai. Now, when India gained independence, 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to create a nation with his Shehnai. So Bismillah Khan became the first Indian, okay, to create a nation with his Shehnai, 15 August 1947. Yeah, he poured his heart out into Rak Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous speech, Traced with Destiny speech. This Rak Kafi, this is a classical music, Hindustani classical music, okay. So on that day, 15 August 1947, he poured his heart out, okay, he started playing this classical music. From where? From the Red Fort to all the audience, okay. And that includes former Prime Minister, okay, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. After that, Nehru gave his famous speech, Traced with Destiny. After Rag Kafi played by Bismillah Khan, okay, Nehru, okay, gave his famous speech, Traced with Destiny. Okay, I think we should go faster now. Bismillah Khan was given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zafar Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted his priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. So he gave many performances, okay, memorable performances both in India and abroad. He also went to Afghanistan, where the king of Afghanistan, King Zahir Shah, was so taken, so attracted, charmed by his performances. And then he gifted him a priceless, King Zahir Shah, okay, gave him a priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Souvenirs means things given in memory of place, person, event, okay, by the maestro. Who is the maestro here? Bismillah Khan, yeah, the master of Shehnai, okay. The king of Afghanistan was not only the one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music, film director Vijay Bhatt was also impressed after hearing Bismillah, okay. So even, Indian film director Vijay Bhatt was also impressed or fascinated. And what else? What is the other meaning of fascinated here? Captivated, okay. Impressed, was so much impressed. It was not only king of Afghanistan, okay. So when this film director Vijay Bhatt, okay, when he heard Bismillah's play at the festival, he named a film after the instrument called Gunj Utti Senai. So there was one film after the instrument called Gunj Utti Senai. Let's go next page. Right, students, as I have said, it is very easy to understand, okay. I don't need to explain thoroughly here. Right, here is the next page. Film Masjid, and one of Bismillah Khan's composition, Dil Ka Khilona Hai, that is the name of a song, okay, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. So in that film, Bismillah Khan composed a song, okay, and then this name of the song had become record breaker, chart buster. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, what is celluloid world? Fashionable world. Bismillah Khan's ventures in films were limited to Vijay Bhatt's Gunj Utti Senai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannada venture. Sanwari Apana, I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film, what he says with emphasis. So even though Bismillah Khan was very famous, he was limited only to two films, okay. So he says that I just can't understand the artificiality means something very false thing, okay, that involves false in the film, and he says with emphasis. So what does it mean? In spite of his success in his life, okay, in this world, he's not happy with the film industry because he was given only 2 chances to play his music, right? So he says this film industry is a false thing, so he's not happy with the film industry. Oh, that's it, okay. Let's go to the next paragraph. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform in the prestigious Lincoln Center in the United States of America. So he became very famous, okay? Recognition, awards. So one day he was invited to the USA, Lincoln Center of United States of America. He took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Air Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So studied his students. So well known did he become international that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Tahar Musiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. So it happened that an auditorium, right, a big hall in Tehran was named after Bismillah Khan, Tahar Ustad Bismillah Khan. All right. So he becomes very famous, so popular. Okay. Then national awards like the Padma Shri, so Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vishbhushan were conferred to him. It's a kind of degree given to him. Okay. 11. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award. So Bharat Ratna was awarded to Bismillah Khan in 2001 with a coveted means much desire, yeah, resting on the chest in his eyes, and his eyes were glinting, means shining, okay, with rare happiness, and said, all I would like to say is teach your children music. This is Hindustani. So he was so happy, okay, and he said that on rare happiness, okay, with eyes glittering, with eyes sparkling, okay, shining eyes, okay. All I want to say to you is that teach your children music. This is music is the richest tradition of Hindustan, and even West is then or now was coming to learn their music, our music. Okay. Next, 12. In spite of him travel over the world, concept is fondly called. He's exceedingly fond of Banaras and Tumran, and they're meant for him the most popular. Okay, so he has traveled all the world. Okay, but he cannot forget these two places. Okay, Banaras and Tumran. For him, these two towns are the most wonderful towns of the world. Now, a student of his once wanted him to head a Chennai office in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by placing temples there. So what happened? It happened that one of his students, okay, offered him a job in the USA for opening a musical center there in the USA, okay, and when this student promised him that he will build the same temple that is found in Banaras and Tumran, okay. Replicate means just like that same temple, copyright replicate temples there in USA. But Khan Sahib refused it, okay. Khan Sahib, this Bismillah Khan, he refused the offer of a job, and mockingly or jokingly he said, Khan Sahib asked that student if he would able to transport Ganga River. So he said if he could even transport Ganga River to USA from India. So the student could not reply anything, okay. Later he is remembered to have said, this is why whenever I'm in foreign country I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai I think of only Banaras and Holy Ganga, and in Banaras I miss the unique Matha of Tumran. So he always says that, see, I love Hindustan. See, even in Mumbai, okay, while in Mumbai he thinks only of Banaras and Holy Ganga, and in Banaras he missed the unique Matha of Tumran. Matha is a kind of buttermilk with spices and sugar. I don't know what it's kind of food, okay, for them. So he misses all. Okay, next page. Right, it's almost finishing now. Let's see what happened. Shekhar Gupta, when partition happened, didn't you and your family think of moving to Pakistan? Okay, this has happened once, okay. A person, Shekhar Gupta, asked to Bismillah Khan, right? When partition of India and Pakistan happened, he asked him, said, Bismillah Khan, didn't you and your family think of moving to Pakistan? Hindu and Muslim, right? Bismillah Khan said, God forbid, see, me leave Banaras? Never. He said, oh, God will curse you, see. No, I will never leave Banaras. I will never leave India, though I'm a Muslim. Never. I went to Pakistan once. Never. I will never leave India, okay, Banaras, right? He said, but what happened was that he went to Pakistan once, okay. He crossed the border just to say, I have been to Pakistan. I was there for an hour. I said namaskar to the Pakistanis and salam alaikum to the Hindustans. I had a good laugh. All right. So after one day he crossed the border, and what did he do? See, namaskar is the way of greet, okay, used by the Indians, the Hindu, isn't it? And salam alaikum, like walaikum salam, it's being used by the Muslims when they greet one another. So he said namaskar to the Pakistanis, okay, to non-Hindus Pakistanis, okay, and vice versa. See, salam alaikum to the Indian, to the Hindustan, to the Hindus, and he had a very great laugh. So he interchanged namaskar to Muslim and salam alaikum to Hindus, okay. All right. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of rich culture heritage of India. See, his life is a perfect example of rich culture heritage of India, okay. One that effortless, except that a devout Muslim like him can be naturally played the Shenai every morning at the Kasi Vishwanath temple. Devout means believing strongly in a religion and obeying its law and following its practices. See, a person like him, okay, a Muslim, a devout Muslim who is very faithful to the religion, following all the rules, okay. Person like him can play the Shehnai, okay, every morning at the Kasi Vishwanath temple. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness, okay. After a long illness, he died this year, age of 90. He was given a state funeral in the government of India. So he was given a state funeral, a grand funeral, and the Indian government declared one day national mourning. All right. All right, students, homework. This is for you. Take the correct answer, right? Okay, take the right answer. You do not need to write the question. Simply give me the answer, okay? This is one. Okay, leave this one. Let's go to the next page. And this answer these questions I've already given, so you need to study at home. And next homework is this one, thinking about language. Okay, look at these sentences. All right, here, complete it. Begin with using the verb to, to. For example, here, the school sports team hops. Okay, this is the clue. What does it hop to? Okay, so let's take one example. The school sports team hops. Start with verb, okay, always to win, W-I-N, win, the T-H-E, the tournament, T-O-U-R-N-A-M-E, okay. So this is just an example, see. The school sports team hops to win the tournament, okay. Start with the verb to. Likewise, we all want, what do you all want to do? We all want, begin with to, say, attend the party, right? We all want to attend the party. So likewise, finish all this, okay? 3, 4, and 5. And same thing here. This is homework for you. From the textbook, you read the textbook thoroughly. Then the home of the royal place. What is the one word for this? It's royal residence, okay? The state of being alone, it's, for example, solitude, okay? So find out the word or phrases, okay, from the textbook. And then the last homework, which is the correct answer. All right, as I've told you, students, you don't need to write a question, okay? Simply give me the correct answer here. So till here will be your homework. Submit it today itself before 5 p.m. okay? So students, this is the end of this chapter, The Sound of Music. Thanks for listening. See you in my next class. You take care. Bye bye.